Hello, family. Hello, audience. Today we continue to play again in Minecraft. Today we have an unusual series because survival will not be easy. We will have to survive in just one chunk of Minecraft. It is 16 blocks long and 16 blocks wide. That is so little. The height goes straight to the thigh, about 384 blocks. So today's survival promises to be interesting.
Hello, family. Hello, subscribers. Wow, today such interesting survival awaits us. I think we can handle any task at Minecraft because we are a family and we are many. Together we can do absolutely everything. Ho ho! Surviving on one chunk is still easy compared to surviving on one block, so we will definitely cope with today's task.
Hello, family, audience, hello, wow! I love the unusual of today's survival. We'll only have one chunk, and I think we have everything we need here. There are enough trees for one chunk and even 2 small lakes, thanks to which we will make a beautiful vegetable garden where we will grow wheat and think that it is not only her.
So, the first thing that makes everyone survive is cutting down a tree. That's what I'm doing now. There's only 3 trees, hopefully enough for us to survive, and we can build a beautiful house tonight. Otherwise, we'll be looking for seedlings in these trees and planting new trees to survive on this chickweed. You can't play Minecraft without wood.
Well, my task now is to explore the underworld. Since you can't dig straight down because there won't be enough milk, I'll dig with a funnel that feels like it's going down. So I will dig until I find something interesting. Oh my God, I almost crashed into a rock. I seem to be in the crack of the cistern, you could say cave. There is a chest in which there were carrots and potatoes. That's very good, because in addition to wheat, we'll also have vegetables.
My job is to collect all the seeds I can find. The first thing I found was a sugarcane that we could use in anything, so we'll start growing it around this lake. Now basically I have to break grass and look for wheat seeds there, so I'm going to do this right now. I hope I find lots of seeds and we have a big garden.
So, having gathered enough resources, I think it's time to start building a house. I dug up a lot of rock and made myself a stone shovel. So now I'm going to dig the ground and then I'm going to put beautiful wood in its place, which will match the tone of our home, and I'm going to warm it at any time, because the wood has good thermal conductivity compared to the rock.
While Peppa Pig is building us a ceiling in the house, I will now start building the base of the house. We will have a completely wooden house, as there will certainly be no dangers here and no one will blow up and no lava will burn our house. Most likely we will build a corner roof that will save us from heavy rains and our house will definitely not leak in this weather.
Since I don't know how to help me build a house for my parents, I'm going to dig a lot of sand now. We need it badly enough to melt the windows, which in our house will be the main part. After all, we live in one goal and you can create your interesting atmosphere in the windows on this island of 16 blocks on 16 blocks. The most important thing will not fall when mining blocks, because I am at the edge of the island.
So, we're almost done building the house. Just a little bit left. Now, as my mom said, Pig, I will build a corner roof to protect the house. It'll be very good to save from the rain because all the water will roll to the ground, not stay on the roof and come down to our house. Our house after such a roof will be very dry and cozy. No harm will come to us.
Okay, well, I've already made a lot of melting glass, and it's time to put windows in our house. We have so much window space, and that's really cool, because you can look in any direction and you can see the street. Not that we're going to have 1 or more walls full of wood. I like that idea. I also really like the windows where we're going to have beds, where it's going to be really cool to sleep.
While Peppa puts the windows in, I'll be putting all the necessary things in our house. It will necessarily be a workbench, then a stove, a large chest for the whole family, and of course 4 beds for each person in the family. Although we survive on the same gull and the monsters are not scary, but we have to sleep somewhere, so we definitely need beds. I found some wool walking around this island.
Everyone, at last we have finished building our house and now we can comfortably live on this mysterious chunka. We haven't gone down too deep yet, so I think there's a lot of interesting things we need to explore. But before we do that, we need to work on it. So now we need to figure out what to do next. Personally, I will now go to the mine to look for iron ore to make beautiful armor that will defend us.
Ooh, I'm so glad we could build a whole house with only 16 blocks and only 3 trees on it. I agree with Peppa Pig that we have not yet learned much on this island, So it will be a good idea to dig up, for example, this whole island. But this is later. At this point, I want to start making a little vegetable garden where we're going to grow our wheat, as well as the carrots and potatoes that Dad found in the cave.
Wow! The garden is a huge idea. I'll help you, Mama Pig. I just have to scrape the hoe and pick up all the seeds we have, and we're gonna do it. Papa Pig, I hope you will find a lot of iron ore, and we will make enough iron tools that we will need in the future. And George, whatever you do, you'll have to plant trees.
Just as I wanted, I'm going to our mine now. It is very good that we have a descent into it right in the house, and day after day you can constantly run into it despite the weather. The last time I crawled out of it, I made a very beautiful descent into it, so it won't be a problem to descend into it without damage. My job here will be to dig up some coal and definitely iron ore. Hopefully I will succeed.
Okay, well, I'm gonna start building our pretty garden. It's a good thing we have 2 small lakes nearby where we can make a beautiful vegetable garden. We'll have plenty of beds, so there'll be plenty of food for everyone, and there'll never be a deficit. It is good that we have Peppa, who helps me very well. While I build the beds, she digs them up and plants the seeds.
Yes, Mom, it's very good that we all do it together. It speeds up the process very much, and we do it in minutes. We have very little seed yet, but I think when these seeds grow and we harvest, we will have much more seeds and we will be able to plant all the beds that we have. Just be sure to grow a little sugar cane because this is also quite important plant.
So I got back from the mine and I got a lot of iron ore. We're going to need her a lot, so we're going to start her swimming. Just throw the iron ore into the furnace and you need to put the fuel in the furnace in the form of wood, and we'll melt the iron. While it is melting, I will scrub the torches and hang around the house and necessarily around it. It will be very beautiful at night and certainly light.
So the final touch is I'm going to make a few flowers from our house. To get out of it was very pleasant to look at them. You can even smell them. I think the family will like it, and in principle, it will be possible to end today's series.
So our first and perhaps final series on the survival of Minecraft in one go has come to an end. It's a pretty tough survival, but it's not as hard to survive on one block, because there's a whole lot of chunk that has everything you need to survive. I really liked it here because it is a beautiful area, especially 2 small lakes I remember very much.
So, as Peppa said, it was a rather unusual survival. Here I liked everything completely, from small territory to limited resources. It's very resource-saving, and that's the whole point of this survival. I hope we'll come back here someday.
So, at the end of our survival, I probably won't say anything. I liked everything here, especially the mysterious chest in the mine. It wasn't much of a resource, but it was quite unexpected. If you want us to come back here again and shoot you another series on surviving in one go, then show your activity, likes, and comments. Subscribe to our channel. See you soon.